Welcome to the explanation of Bitdefender Total Security Program. Bitdefender is classified as one of the most powerful programs around the whole world, as it provides your computer with protection and security. The periodic updates that the company supplies for Bitdefender enhance the ability of the program to protect you from infected files or any hacking process that exposes your personal files to be used improperly or may expose your privacy to intrusion. So this program saves you any trouble you may face if your data that is supposed to be top secret was hacked and published without your permission. So how you can get Bitdefender? Simply, you can go to bitdefender.com, download it, then install it on your computer. The amazing part of Bitdefender, which is not found in any other program, is that before it is being installed on your computer, it scans your computer for pre-existing viruses and completely heals your computer before installation takes place. This feature helps your computer stays clean and avoids you from reinstalling your operating system. You may ask why I need to reinstall it again. If you ask it this, then probably you don't know that if you installed any other antivirus on an already infected partition, virus sneaks to your antivirus while being installed and disables its ability for protection. In other words, although you have an antivirus installed on your computer, it is malfunctioned, which means you are not protected and the virus controls your antivirus. So in order to fix this, we said you need to reinstall your operating system. But after reinstalling finishes, you are not allowed to open any other partition until your antivirus finishes scanning these partitions from pre-existing viruses. Here Bitdefender saved you all this time by avoiding you from reinstalling a fresh version of your operating system, which in return saved your data from being lost. That's why we said it's one of the amazing features of Bitdefender. If you are familiar with any previous versions of Bitdefender, you may notice the new designs that makes dealing with the program much more easier than before. Now, let's show you the capabilities and features of the program. As you all see, it has a lot of features. Starting with the first utility, which is Scan Now, that helps cleaning your computer. If you clicked on Scan Now, you will see other types of scanning, so allow me to briefly explain each type. Quick Scan, that searches your computer very fast, targeting malware files in a duration less than 60 seconds. Full System Scan, this type of scan scans your entire hard disk, including compressed files, your drivers, and everything on your hard drive. Custom Scan, this type gives you the ability to choose only specific files or folders to be scanned. Vulnerability Scan, this type scans both Windows updates and driver updates, but if your Windows is already periodically updated, It checks for unsafe system settings, for example, unsecured usernames and passwords related to your Windows account, which may ex- which may expose you to being which may expose you to being hacked easily. Rescue mode. Once you restart your computer, it removes hacking files and viruses that badly controls your Windows copy. In other words, we can say it reboots your computer in a trusted environment, which is used for cleanup and restoration, because it removes any virus may load with your Windows at start, because virus at this state is still inactive. Now let's review each type of scan. Quick scan. As clear, it scans the most used files that oftenly exist on the C drive to check if there is any active viruses or any hacking files within your running program. And as we mentioned before, all of this happens in very small duration. This reflects the huge development of the program and how its performance increased. Nothing is found because I already scanned it before, so I will close it. Full system scan, as we mentioned before, it scans your entire hard disk. Custom scan, click Add Target to choose a specific folder or even a specific entire partition. Vulnerability scan, as clear, it scans for Windows updates, application updates, and it also checks your Windows account passwords to make sure that your license weren't hacked or are not used by any other one. Rescue mode, it must reboot your system, searching for any vicious files that loads with your Windows at startup to remove it immediately. Bitdefender's second utility is firewall. It is used to protect your operating system. This utility is also categorized into different services, starting with internet connection sharing. If you are in the same network with people you don't know, you may receive viruses from people on the same network. So this utility scans for any viruses entering your computer through this network or any other one. Log port scans, it scans your inputs whether from the internet or any other thing. Increase log verbosity. Once you log on the internet, it checks for anything that might hurt your device. Monitor Wi-Fi connection to make sure that your wireless connection is secure. The most important feature of the firewall utility is intrusion detection system. Once you activate it, it protects you from any alien breakthrough. Now we finished the firewall utility. Our next utility is anti-spam. This utility informs you if there is anyone spying on you or hacking you. Most hackers now are found in Asia, so you will activate the feature that blocks emails with Asian characters, unless you are dealing with anyone there. So in other words, this feature stops unwanted emails or suspicious emails from reaching your inbox. This allows you to change spam settings. Updates. We all know that is periodically download updates and databases for new viruses. The next utility is parental control, which is used to prevent children from being referred to sites that contain inappropriate content or any abusive or violent content that may affect their attitude later. It also can restrict web access between certain hours and helps parents remotely monitor their children's online activity. The next utility is privacy control. We use it to encrypt any confidential files found on your computer. You may choose a specific folder to protect it from being accessed by anyone without your permission. Choose any folder. For example, recovery. Next, choose a path. Drive. Also, you can set password to this folder to prevent any illegal access to it. This is highly recommended with folders that contain personal information or any information related to your work. Save box. It is used to remove data permanently and safely, without any ability of being recovered or traced by any hackers, to prevent any personal data from falling into wrong hands. You may also upload those files to your account with Bitdefender on the internet. Bitdefender provides 2 GB for its users, but if you need extra space, you will pay for it. TuneUp. This feature removes unnecessary files and registry entries from your operating system. You can also choose trusted programs, upon which the program will decide how much space it occupies from the CPU total average. It also shows you each program running, and based on the space it occupies from total CPU average, you can choose to remove any program that will affect your computer performance. After all of this done, let's return to the main page to see all maintenance utilities associated with this program. PC Cleanup. It improves your system's performance by removing items that are no longer useful, such as temporary internet files. Because if those files accumulated, they will slow down your PC. That's why temporary files older than 10 days will be removed. During my latest scan, the program found more than 1970 files. This is because I didn't use any cleaning registry program for about months. Now, there is only 275 that will be removed from the computer to maintain its speed and performance. Disk fragmenter is used to rearrange your hard drive at a low level to optimize performance. For example, C drive. First, it analyzes the partition. This process may need to reboot your system after finishing. The whole process is done on several stages. The first is choosing a partition that you are going to scan, then analyzing it, then finally apply the fragment process, then show the final result. As clear, the program is speedy and applying all the steps in a very good manner without any load on the computer performance. The analysis result will select the partition that we choose at first. Select Run, then the fragmentation process begins. The less the data on your partition, the less the time estimated to finish the process. Until the fragment process finishes, let me tell you something about rescue disk. Back in the old days, when a vicious virus affected your computer and you want to maintain your system so as not to lose your files, we used to use this rescue disk to scan your system, which takes two time and two steps till it finishes. But now, this problem is solved because rescue disk is an extra feature already found within the program and ready to solve this problem for you. So instead of copying a CD, then reboot your system and perform many steps until the problem is solved, Bitdefender saves you time and effort by doing that for you. This is a very successful development achieved by the company in the program. Of course, there are many other features that will be discussed in detail. After watching the explanation of each utility, I am sure you'll be convinced that you got the optimum security and optimum utilities in return with a very low price. I am dealing with Bitdefender since 2009, for about 3 years. I can proudly say no complaints, no problems yet. They have highly qualified technical support team working 24 hours to keep their customers satisfied and keep their computers safe. Bitdefender is very well known for handling problems professionally, which make it highly recommended by many people. After the fragment is finished successfully, let's check another utility. Duplicate Finder. This utility is used to scan your computer for repeated files on any partition to save your disk space. For example, Look at 2000. Okay, next. If you found any duplicated files, it will be removed. Registry Cleaner. It identifies entries in your Windows registry that are outdated. That helps your operating system work faster and eliminate errors that can occur at boot up. It is recommended to run Registry Cleaner monthly for optimum performance. This feature is efficient enough that you don't have to pay extra money for standalone registry cleaner programs and tune-up programs for high performance. And this is the idea of multifunctional programs that saves you money and provide you with very efficient utilities and properties as we saw. Click next. Now errors are clean. Registry recovery. You also have the ability to restore these errors back, or you may say you can restore your Windows registry to an earlier point. Network manage. If you have more than one computer at your home and they are all networked together, it helps you to install bitdefender on this network and get total security. Save box. As mentioned before, it backs up files and folders to a secure remote server to protect them from any loss or corruption. With the ability to restore them anytime you want. It also allows file synchronization between your computers. Save go. Events. gives you detailed reports about any problem was found on your computer or any recent updates, which of them was successful and which of them failed to complete. Settings. If you want to set password for your protection, activate game mode, or choosing higher level of security and spam, parental control, which is very important to keep your children away from sites that contain inappropriate material. You can also control your firewall. Save books. Now we've finished all settings and allow us to explain a very important feature of this program. Autopilot is very important utility. It makes sure that the link you are about to click on is safe or not, to avoid being hacked. Also, we can say that it provides a hassle-free experience by making optimal security-related decisions without input from you. So if the link is safe, you may find a right check that it's safe. Now, we came to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it.